Developing tonight, a violent day at Foss High School after a fight escalated into a stabbing, sending 5 students and a school security guard to the hospital. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Preston Phillips. Police say a juvenile suspect is now in custody facing multiple counts of first-degree assault. We have team coverage tonight. KOMO's Tyler Cunnington is live outside Tacoma General Hospital with the latest on the victims and their conditions. Steve Solis takes a deeper look at past school violence in Western Washington and what new data shows about weapons in schools across the state. But we start with Claire Weber, who is live at Foss High School with what police and people who live in the area are saying about how all of this unfolded. Claire?
Well, Preston, a video of the alleged fight inside the school hallway is circulating between students and on social media right now. But earlier this afternoon, Tacoma police told us they were not aware of that video. They say all information should be sent to them immediately. And we do know that juvenile suspect has now been booked on 5 counts of assault in the first degree.
You don't like to hear anything bad happening, of course, but especially in a school is the worst.
The surrounding Tacoma community is processing a violent day at Foss High School after a fight turned stabbing sent 5 victims and a suspect to the hospital.
I hate to say, but stabbing, I feel like, is something that you could see happening in the school with kids, and luckily it wasn't a gun, which is obviously way worse, but hopefully everybody's okay, or will be okay.
Tacoma police responded quickly, finding the 4 hurt students and security guard, then apprehending the student suspect.
There's a way that we respond, there's a way that we communicate, there's a way that, we isolate, put information out, make sure that families know where to go if they have loved ones there.
In this case, those Foss High families are grappling with violence on school grounds and an hour-long campus lockdown to ensure all other students' safety.
As a mom, I know how terrifying that could feel. None of it is okay. And it's not allowed in our schools, and it's not accepted in our schools.
Police are still piecing together what led up to the altercation and any connection between all 5 students involved, while people living nearby let the weight of this violence sink in.
It's shocking to hear anything like that, of course, but again, in a school, it's 100 times worse.
Now, Tacoma Public Schools has canceled all classes and after-school activities here at Foss High School for tomorrow. The district says students will return to class on Monday, and counselors will be here on campus to help support these students and staff. Live in Tacoma tonight, Claire Weber, KOMO News.
All right, thanks, Claire. We have obtained some of the emergency dispatch calls from the 911 response to the brawl and stabbing at Foss High School in Tacoma. While details are still coming in, you can hear first responders confirming multiple victims, including a security staff member from the school, as crews work to get patients to the hospital.
Update to fire. 4 victims, 4 ALS transports here.
Copy, 4 victims.
1 staff member, security, will be the 5th victim. Lacerations to his left arm.
Bridge was given a heads up, and just for info, the suspect also has a stab wound to his leg.
Now, once the situation was under control, those 6 patients, which included the suspect, were sent to area hospitals in Tacoma. KOMO's Tyler Cunnington live tonight outside Tacoma General Hospital. And Tyler, you've been working to learn the conditions of those victims. What have you learned tonight?
Well, Preston, I have some good news to share, as we just learned later tonight that there was 1 patient actually just discharged here from Tacoma General, although there are still 2 others that remain here tonight. All 6 of those people involved in this stabbing and cutting incident at the high school were initially transported with non-life-threatening injuries. But after speaking to one student, he explained to me the stress and the fear that he had and still has tonight after seeing one of his classmates get injured.
A violent day at Foss High School in Tacoma, sending 3 patients here to Tacoma General Hospital, while 3 others were taken to St. Joseph's Medical Center just minutes away. It comes after a fight during school hours, which was caught on cell phone video. Tacoma police say that 4 students, an adult security guard, and the student suspect in this case were all stabbed or cut in the process. A student telling KOMO News they believe all of the students that were involved were sophomores or juniors. That same student, who says he watched the brawl break out, explained that one of his classmates and friends was left with injuries in vital places, calling it scary, and adds he was praying for all those who were hurt physically and mentally. Both Tacoma Fire and police reported that all patients were in stable condition by the evening. He said he hopes that this violence doesn't go to waste in teaching young people a lesson on how to behave.
Now, Tacoma General was not releasing the gender or ages of their patients that they still have here tonight, and we are still waiting to hear back from St. Joseph's Medical Center about the patients that they reportedly received this afternoon. Once we do have updates on hopefully hearing their recoveries, if not sharing their statuses, we will do so online on air here with KOMO News. Reporting live here outside Tacoma General, Tyler Cunnington will send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Tyler. We're looking back at 2 violent school incidents in Western Washington that led to prison time and millions of dollars in civil settlements. We're also getting new data on weapons in schools across the state. Steve Solis joins us now for a closer look at those cases and what the latest numbers show.
All right, so Preston, this is not the first time that Foss High School has made headlines for criminal violence. You may remember back in 2009, a man who shot and killed a student inside Foss High School back in 2007 was sentenced to more than 23 years in prison. Douglas Chantabuli received that sentence after being convicted of second-degree murder in the shooting death of 17-year-old Semnon Koch. Prosecutors say that Chantabuli opened fire inside of a school hallway right before classes began. His defense argued at the time that he was suffering from schizophrenia and believed that the victim posed a threat. Well, the jury rejected that first-degree murder charge. Chantabuli will also be under lifetime community supervision once he is released. Now, back in April of 2014, 2 students who were stabbed at Snohomish High School, they were awarded $1.3 million after suing the district for negligence. The lawsuit says that both the school district in Snohomish and Fairfax Hospital failed to act on warning signs before a 15-year-old student stabbed 2 14-year-old girls inside of a school bathroom back in October of 2011. One of those victims, April Lutz, stabbed more than a dozen times and nearly died. The other student also suffered serious injuries. The attacker later pleaded guilty and is now serving a 13-year sentence. The lawsuit claims officials knew she posed a danger, like having violent fantasies involving injuring and killing people, but was allowed back on campus. Data from the Washington Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction shows a decline in reported weapon incidents in schools in the 2023-24 school year. For both public and private schools, they reported 2,180 weapons-related incidents involving 260 that had firearms involved, which is actually a 15% drop from the year before. The report also shows decreases in student suspensions and expulsions tied to those incidents. State education officials say they'll continue to work with districts and report updated data to lawmakers annually. The 2024 to 2025 weapons in schools data has not yet been released. In studio, I'm Steve Solis.
And that brings us to our KOMO Pulse poll. You can scan the QR code there on your screen to participate. We're asking, do you feel safe sending your kids to school? This is a live look at the results, and you can see 56% of people, a majority here, say no. 31% say sometimes concerned. Only 13% say yes, they feel safe sending their kids to school. Again, if you'd like to weigh in, just scan the QR code there on your screen. That'll take you directly to the story on KOMOnews.com. A new Washington law aimed at improving school safety is set to take effect this summer. Senate Bill 5272 increases penalties for anyone who uses threats, intimidation, or violence against students, staff, or officials at school events. Violators could face a gross misdemeanor, including fines and up to 6 months in jail. The law also requires schools to clearly notify the public about those penalties with the goal of preventing incidents before they escalate. The law was signed by Governor Bob Ferguson last month. It goes into effect on June 11th.